Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to discuss the latest YieldMax dividends that were declared this week. But first, I want to go over the cumulative returns for all YieldMax funds. I just happened to look over a social media post about it. So let's just do a quick refresher. So our number one fund, returning almost 200% since inception, is NVDY, followed by MSTY at 171%. And then there's a drop off from there of Coney with 74%, FBY with 61% approximately. And you can see of here in the green, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We've got 23 in the green. And we have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 in the red. The worst one is MRNY, followed by AIYY, which is now no longer the worst one. And then SMCY crash happens to be crashing. Tesla, how about this? Since inception, Tesla is slightly in the positive 0.9%. So let's see what we got here. We got a big post here. We got all kinds of polls coming out here from New York Times. Okay, let's ignore this one for now. Okay, let's go look at the actual dividends that came out this week for YMAX and YMAG. So we'll go over all of them, then we'll do the spreadsheet analysis on YMAX and YMAG. And I know I'm a few days late to this game, but as they say, better late than never, right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. So this week, our next dividend announcements comes next Wednesday, November 6th, right after the election. So hopefully we'll be able to turn the page on the election rather quickly and look right into our dividend announcements. So this one came October 30th. Let's go over this one really quick. Oh, welcome. You get first place today. Okay, so let's go over this really quick here. Let's see. So here we go. Okay, so we had 67 cents for YBit, almost 60 cents for Tesla, 45 cents for Crash, 89 cents for TSMY, and then 22 cents for YMAX, and 15 cents for YMAX. So what do you know? Jay came on, he listened to us, he increased our dividend for YMAG to 15 cents. How cool is that, right? And of course, we have a disgruntled person here that had some choice words here. They said, while market is at a record high, they're not too happy with the performance. Let's go to the table over here and get a better visual. Let's see, still sharing that one. Let me stop this one. Let's go over to the table here. Here's what we want. Here we go. Nice table here. So YBit leads the way at 65%, Tesla 60%. Two of them are weekly. Now keep in mind, this I believe is Group A, which includes Tesla. Scheduled for next week, of course, YMAX and YMAG, NVDY, DIPS, FBY, GDXY, Babo, JPMO, MRNY, and PLTY. So again, the 8 of them here. Did we include GUI? Oh no, so Tesla Crash, we went over GUI 37 cents, YBit 67, OARK 28 cents, XOMO 34 cents, SNOY 56 cents, and then TSMY 89 cents. So what I went over a second ago didn't include all of these. What we're going to do though for YMAX and YMAG, we're going to include the spreadsheet analysis like I do for the Roundhill funds. So I'm going to go over here and let's check this over here. YMAX versus YMAG. And here is our spreadsheet. You'll notice I highlighted one. Oh, good. We have Polar Bear on waving at us. Now the video is real and official now. Okay, so let's go look over here. Untitled spreadsheet. Okay, so let's do this. I highlighted this in red last week because it was so low, but Jay obviously listened to all of you all because you all said increase the dividend, and of course he did, and I'm sure he did it as a direct result of coming on here and listening to the commenters on my channel, right? Makes total sense, right? Maybe not quite, but we did get a higher dividend nonetheless. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in what we've got here. 5 trading days in the trading period. 5 and 5 makes 5, or sometimes makes 10. Let's do this here. Let's center this one. Center all of these guys over here. So yeah, the dividend was much better this week. So for YMAX, it was 0.2247. So we've got 0.2247. So it was a little bit lower than it was last week. Let's do some decimal points here. Center all of these bad boys over here. And then for YMAG, it was 0.1528. So here we go, 0.1528. Okay, and then we got this. Okay, so now we're in business here. Now we can make this weekly. Make sure I do all these in black font over here. Okay, so the 22 cents, if we make this monthly, it's 97 cents a month, which translates to 1168 per year. Share price I'll have to look at. Let me fix these real quick. Annualize this one, it's 795. Or yeah, okay, so 66 cents monthly, 795 annually. Let's look at the share price that we closed at last week for both. So for YMAX, 1694, and this is as of Friday, so this is going to skew it a little bit. So this is going to be a yield of 68.98%. We did fall off 38 cents last week, so let's try to keep this one the same here. Let's do, it's going to be F8 now, sell F8. So 3.75 instead of 1.59, 100,000 here, share total, 5,900. This would be 1326 per week, and then 69,000 annually. Pretty good income if you put 100,000 in this fund, this YMAX fund. For YMAG, it's going to be, let me make this bigger for those of you that like it, like things nice and big. Make it bigger, go home, right? Well, I already am home. Okay, Herbie the Iceman gave us a celebratory emoji, so that means we're having fun now, right? Schedule C is always going to be a weak YMAG distribution with only MSFO to draw off of. Maybe. So we've got Bon on. Where's Jovi? Because we could have it Bon Jovi. You get it? Haha. Okay, let's go back over here. All jokes aside, we had for YMAG 1879. And this is going to be a percent yield of, ooh, big increase. See that? CJ did us good this week. So it's a big increase this week. Now it's back to 42%. So we're back in business this week. Okay, 23 cents here. It's these two cells. And then this one is going to be this guy minus this guy over here. We need to make it sell F18. So it's 1.98. Let me do these and then I'll fix the font. Off of 100,000 would get us this many shares, 5322. That's $813. And this would be 42,286 annualized. So nice recovery for YMAG from last week, big recovery. So on a $200,000 investment spread evenly between these two funds, we would have 68,975 plus 42,286. That would be 111,000. So this is over a 50% rate of return, right? For those keeping track at home, 111,261.53 divided by 200,000 is a 56% rate of return. Let's do this here. Let's update this one. So it's going to be cell B2 to B7, make it B8. That's 8.45%. And then B18, let's bring over here. So that's going to be 6.51 net realized return over here and 8.45% net realized return over here. Well, net realized return is actually this one minus this one, so that's 4.7%. We're taking 8.45% minus the NAV erosion of 3.75 to come up with that number. And for this one here, 6.51% minus 1.98% gives us a 4.5% net realized rate of return. So these actually are close to being even. They're like 0.2 percentage points off from each other. So that's pretty good. For the rest of the fine print, read your phone contract. Okay, so we got the rest of the comments covered here. Let's see if, unless we get any other comments from the peanut gallery, we'll go back to going over the dividends again. Well, first thing I want to do, let's see here. let's go over, just so we know, uh, distribution rate again. So their numbers are close to what I have in my own calculations. 66% here, 41% here, 60% for Tesla, 51% for Crash, 32% for GUI, 65% for YBit, 35% for OARK, 26.26% for XOMO, SNOY, 43%, 54% for TSMY. Okay, so that was our YieldMax dividends for this week. We are going to have them the day after the election this week, which is November 6th. And as far as, let's see, there's some other stuff I've got to cover, and I will come back in the next video to cover that. But for now, that's going to do it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And we will see you all in the next one. Take care. Good night. Bye.